smells like dirt.
Are those Jeffs? Are those Devin's acorns? That's a lot of corns.
That's a home.
Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the wires and kind of group them into segments. And all the stuff over here by the throttle body, I'll group all those together. And then this stuff over here, like the injectors and the coils, I'll kind of group these over here. And then all those sensors we just put up underneath, I'll kind of group those with like the injectors and coils. So we've got a couple sensors on that side. That they'll come from another harness on that side. So they're already grouped. So I think we'll start by grouping all those apart, and then we'll figure out how to run them cross and under and tuck them and all that good stuff. Oh, come on now, wire. Get down here.
That should be all of them.
Yeah, it looks like
Looks like it, other than everything I've
pulled up.
up back. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it from here.
Oh yeah, there it is.
How's that path look?
We're gonna have to mess with it once it's.
Okay, yeah. Well, there's room though.
Yeah.
It'll be good.
From here, so rather than kind of running it back, it almost looks easier to kind of bring it out like in here,
What?
like at an angle.
So you don't want to try and do like a P-clip here, and put it kind of right here. I know we need to be over here with a lot of it.
I figured if it comes straight over at an angle, it'd be a lot easier because we can P-clip it to the bottom of that bottom coil bolt.
So now the question is, do we start with the pigtails of everything close and work our way back? Okay, that's what I thought.
Oh, here's one of our first ones.
The knock sensor.
That's right there.
Sweet.
So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna drop it down
Yeah?
and get everything off the roof because those are all our connectors.
Oh yeah, we need that stuff. So we're laying out all the connectors here, just so we can get organized.
Were these our 4? Didn't we have 2 short,
Yeah, too short, too long.
2 insanely long?
Yeah. And then I have a bunch more at home if we need anything extra. We've got more than enough. Some would say this was the Lord's plenty.
I don't even know what this is for.
That's for me. That goes on Raven. So here's where we're at with the wiring. We've got the knock sensor done. Let's see what it is here. The knock sensor, excuse me, knock sensor. We've got the PTU done there, and the coil pack, which is right here. and the cyclone manifold actuator, which is right here. So that's where we're at so far. So far so good. We haven't messed up, and we haven't been like, where's that? So that's good. We've just got to just keep moving on down the harness. But yeah, this is getting a lot smaller. It's not really that much.
What are we doing, Nathan?
Oh wait, we're putting the injectors in so that we know where the pigtails need to go. We've got these. These are FIC 1000s. See, because that's clearly what the sticker says. And that's what we're gonna put in. So we'll get those in, and we'll keep making wiring. To do these from underneath, just because I don't know if I'll have enough to pull them back up here to work on.
You just gotta like probably pull one wire, do something to figure out like length.
Well, I'm using, yeah, so from the resistor is where I'm setting my length. So I do that one wire, and then I adjust the other one.
Everything else to it,
Yeah. Don't sneeze and pull your back.
What does engine ignition signal go to?
That's ignition positive.
Who the hell wrote it like that?
I don't know, probably Casey. Casey?
So what does this mean?
I don't know. Here's where we're at with the wiring. We have all these sensors. We've got coolant temp for ECU, coolant temp for gauge, cam angle sensor, TPS, and idle air controller. Those are now all done. So all we have left for wiring are the 4 injectors here and the map sensor,
pack,
the resistor pack, which is part of the injectors.
and the one PTU wire we forgot also.
Oh yeah, there's the tack signal.
Yeah.
And then we've got the intake air temp sensor that goes here. Yeah, map sensor, intake air temp sensor.
But it was easier to get all this done first to put the pipe back on to get the right lengths.
Yeah, exactly.
For the intake air temp sensor.
So, yep. So next we'll probably do the injectors and finish up that whole trunk of the harness. And that'll be that chunk of the harness done.
Trunk, yeah, then we gotta do that. Then
Yeah.
we do stuff up here.
And then we gotta make it look nice.
This.
What's that? Oh yeah.
Yeah, our piggyback.
Our piggyback wire, yeah. Yeah, we'll show you that later, but for now, that's our progress and we're happy with it. And we think it's right.
Let's be done getting to work.
Yeah.
I've seen one.
What is that?
That's a fitting.
Oh, so we've got this right dangle on the return line for the fuel pressure regulator.
That was so many
And then
words.
I'll put that one on the radiator for absolutely no reason.
Well, that's
Radiator?
just to be extra
Snazzy,
nice.
Dad. We're
Snazzy,
gonna
yeah.
put this somewhere. I don't even know what this goes to.
That
goes to the Vista. Oh, that's an electrical.
That's mine.
Yeah, I know it is.
Oh. But yeah, so we're wiring still. We're still
Yeah,
wiring.
we're wiring. That's why we have this conduit clamp in.
Yeah.
Because we're wiring this car with.
We're using solid core copper wire because it's got more conductivity.
Well, every strand is solid core.
Yeah. I just figured we'd run
You get
some
more
10
amps.
Yeah, that's why we're going to run some 12-2 through this. That's like a 20 amp circuit, right?
Well, that's.
Those little bonsai bushes and cherry blossoms.
For crying out loud, it's 5:30. Will you punks turn off that racket maker?
What kind of wiring are we getting done up here, Nathan?
The good kind.
Good kind?
The good kind. What's my temperature at?
You look so high right now.
42069.
Can someone give me a real answer? Okay, so I just finished the IAT and the map sensor connectors. So that finishes off all of the engine bay connectors from these two harnesses here. We still have the weird stuff we're gonna send over there. We'll get to that. But the main trunk and this sub trunk, which is more like a snout than a trunk because it's smaller, those are done. So we'll just plug them in and make them look real nice. Okay.
Oh, my hand!
Okay, so what we have here is, this is the harness that goes over across to like the oil filter housing for all those sensors, and like where the alternator is supposed to be right here, but it's not because it's going to be on the back now.
We're not gonna have one.
We're not going to have one. That's, yeah.
We're gonna put a generator in this.
Yeah, in the back. A Honda generator. Yeah. So we are going to pull this power wire out of that harness because that went to the alternator. And we're going to repurpose some of the oil filter housing wires for other things. Like we're going to put an aftermarket oil pressure gauge in, and we'll piggyback on those wires to get it into up into the cabin, but they'll just go to the gauge instead. What else do we have over here?
Did you say boost control solenoid?
No, the boost control solenoid, that's gonna sit right up here on this frame rail, and that'll just be that'll go between our wastegate and our boost source on the compressor. And that we're piggybacking on the old power steering sense wire, and that'll go into the ECU and we'll control our boost that way. So we're pulling out the stuff we don't need and wiring up the things we do need. What's that?
Oh.
Blue.
A decent gauge.
It is a decent gauge. Let's look at this.
By itself.
Let's take a look at all these things here. We'll be back. Right now we're repinning the fan connector so that we can hook up the radiator fan. We've got the harness that comes across the front. Here's our positive from the relay, and then he's working on the negative, and we already wired in the trigger for the relay to come from the ECU. So we'll have fan control from the ECU. So we have our 2G ECU here, which is right here. It's our EEPROM with our link chip in it. And I'm going to try and take the board and guts out of the 2G one and put it in the Vista's ECU case so we can mount it in the stock area. So we're gonna go ahead and dig into that.
Oh, Jesus.
So we're not putting the black cover under the seat on that the Vista upper ECU cover uses. So we're going to use the 2G upper cover because it fits the wideness of the 2G connector. So this will just go on here, and this bolts underneath the seat. This is the Vista base, and we'll have a 2G ECU mounted in the Vista. All right, well, we're back here in the cabin. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shrink all these up. In addition to that, we're gonna wire in our OBD connector. So we've got these two data connections from the ECU, and then we have a positive and a negative that'll come from the chassis that are also the same ones going to the ECU. So really that's all you need for it to be able to connect to link. As far as I can tell, I mean, that's data positive and negative, and then power positive and negative, which are the 4 pins of USB. So I can't imagine we would need any more. But I guess we'll find out. So I'm gonna shrink all these up. Everything is shrunk and soldered and hopefully right. So, yep, we've got all the ECU connections and the OBD connector. And I mean, I'm sure it's right. Whether it's right, that's still in question. But I'm sure this is right. But I don't know if the whole thing is right. We'll see. All right, we're gonna do something silly here, and we're just gonna put power to this thing.
Power.
We're gonna put power to this thing and see if anything happens. So, where's the fire extinguisher?
Right there.
Okay, that's right there. How's the charge on it? Oh, it's perfect. This is either gonna work or...
Oh, no, it comes out. Never mind.
Okay. I don't know about this.
Why, you all worried?
I am worried.
Blech.
Because if it doesn't work, it's all my fault. Is there any magic smoke? All the dash lights are on! Look!
Yeah.
It says the door's open.
The headlights come on and off?
If they were plugged in.
They're plugged in. You can hear the relay. I bet it doesn't have enough power.
Yeah, probably not. So nothing with key on?
Oh, wait. Did we ever hook everything back up that the turbo timer was plugged into?
Yeah, I hooked that back up.
Nope.
No?
Nope.
Oh, well that'll do it every time. I don't like this. It's gonna explode.
No, it's not.
It's gonna explode. The rear wiper! Did you hear it?
You better not scratch it. Yes, I heard it. So yeah, a bunch of shit came on.
Yeah, it did.
We got full power. Check engine, brake.
What was that sound? Is that your key?
Yeah, it's the key on buzzer.
Oh my goodness. The IAC works! Idle air controller.
That was me cranking.
Oh, never mind.
The radio's off and that's the speakers.
Yes! That's awesome. That looks awesome.
Oh yeah, these are fake.
They are?
Yeah, they just look.
Oh,
Look at them.
yeah.
They don't have
You're
any
right.
signs of
Yeah.
light.
They probably just reflect. Hey, the middle one works too.
Put it. Yep. Yep. The fronts won't work because we have them disconnected.
Yeah.
That's why they're fast.
It didn't blow up. You were wrong.
Like you kept thinking.
No, you were worried about that. It wasn't me.
Yeah, okay.
And the radio works, which is important. And there's no magic
The thing
smoke.
is that the radio's still making noise and it's off.
Yeah, it is still making noise. I'm not sure what that is, but we'll figure that out. But man, this thing hasn't had juice to it for who knows how long. And it's like nothing happened. Oh, did you test the horn?
No. Didn't I hooked it back up though?
Yeah.
No.
No. All right. Great success.
Very nice!
Okay, so we found that we didn't have the body harness plugged in, but the headlights work and the horn works. It's not a bad horn.
Oh, wait.
That sounds like a TV car horn from the 90s. Like, you can't change that.
No!
Not at all. Did we check the high beams?
Yeah, they work.
Oh, yeah. Sweet, you don't have to buy headlights. Unless you want to.
Not really.
All right, cool. This thing works. We don't have to chase down any wiring gremlins yet. At least not with the chassis. Are we rolling? We're gonna
We're doing it live.
connect to the ECU for the first time, and nothing's gonna catch on fire. You have the starting screwdriver? Oh, there it is. Starting screwdriver.
I heard a lot of things. Does this one keep running that long?
No. stuck. Yeah. We'll figure this out. It'll be okay. Okay, so looking at the diagrams, the Vista fuel pump is by design always running when the key's in the on position. So we need to be in the on position to connect to the ECU. So we just unhook the fuel pump because we don't want that to just run. So now I can turn it back on and try and connect to it. We're connected. Connected.
Wow!
There we go.
Wow!
Yay! Start it up. Let's see what this thing is set to. We've got an idle of 950. 750. We'll let this thing to chop all the way down. Launch limit 5,500 because rev limit
9250.
We'll start with 8,000. Coasting fuel cut offset, we'll leave that alone. Disable launch above. Let's do like 4 miles an hour. Enable idle switch. Simulate idle switch from TPS. Yes. Ooh, someone had a horribly adjusted TPS. Look at this. We've got a -8 on the offset and a 130 scale. That's enough to make Jesse's toes curl. Move the throttle. Let's see if the throttle TPS is working. It's sitting at 1% right now, so we're pretty good. Wide open?
That's wide open.
Yeah, it's working. Fully working. So we wired that right. Ready for fan? Holy we know what we're doing. Is it a pusher or a puller? Oh. Nice! We did it right.
With the ECU connected and working, we're calling that a win for the wiring. We'll make the harness look all pretty once we pull the engine back out, but this was a huge milestone in this project, and we're happy it turned out so well.
I got some 14.3.
Here we go.
Run, boy.
You need some. Bullfrogs.